Seriously?
Hey guys, 6 Plus Stevo here with a really special video for you, because today I have a very special guest. It is none other than Waaagh Gaming. A lot of you will know who this is because most of my subscribers are also subscribed to him, but there's probably still a few of you that aren't, and if that is the case, what are you doing? You need to get over there and subscribe to him right now. But here to tell us a little bit about his channel is the main man himself, Mr. Waaagh Gaming. How are you, Dread?
All right, mate.
Hey, how are you doing, buddy?
Very good indeed.
It's you've been on some adventures lately. We're going to talk about them a little bit later on in this interview. Basically, this is basically, I say an interview. It's going to be a laid-back chat, really, guys. I just wanted to invite Dread over to the channel to talk about his channel and some of the really exciting things he has been up to lately. And yeah, hopefully we're going to get some exclusive reveals and things about what you've been up to on the channel lately, and maybe some interesting...
I thought you just got me here for an innocent chinwag, you said.
Ah, yes, ulterior motives.
You sure you ain't a blood axe?
Oh, oi, less of that. There are no filthy blood axes around here. Anyway, so yeah,
Yeah.
let's Waaagh Gaming. For those that don't know, basically, mate, what is Waaagh Gaming? What is the channel? Tell us a little bit about what you do on the channel. Obviously, it's an Orc-related channel, but what is it you do on there? What sort of content are you producing, and what can viewers who have never seen your content before, what can they expect if they do come over to Waaagh Gaming and check out your channel?
Just same as what you do, mate, just a little bit better.
Brilliant. Right, next question.
No, I'm only joking. Stevo was actually the reason I got into it. So, no. Well, mostly Orky stuff. At the moment, it's more product reviews and news and a few tutorials, sort of converting and building tutorials. I've got no painting stuff up yet, but that's coming soon. As are games and game play and battle reports and stuff like that. I haven't done that yet, but I'm going to get to it eventually. Because I've got loads of big plans for the channel, as you know yourself, and it's not just for the channel, it's for everything else I'm trying to do, and the channel is just sort of one of the strands on the bow, as it were. It's one of the strings on the bow. That's the phrase, isn't it?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mate, I'm a big lover of the channel. The channel is awesome, and I know that a lot of my subscribers have headed over and seen your channel, and you know they know that we work on a lot of projects together and things, and that's probably only going to increase as the years go by in the future, hopefully. But
I should say definitely.
Yeah, definitely. But yeah, I think there's you were talking about your product reviews earlier. I think what is a good selling point of your product reviews is that what is it you call them? Brutally honest reviews. And
brutally honest or honestly brutal.
Yeah,
play on that. Go Mork.
And it's and yeah, you don't pull no punches, do you? If a product's crap, you have no bones about saying it's crap, and the viewers will get a very honest review of whatever it is you're reviewing.
I spent my money on it, that's why.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, I spent my money on it, and I do find a lot of time myself. I do watch a lot of other YouTubers. I really do. I consume a lot of YouTube. In fact, it's my only source of media, to be honest with you. I don't watch TV. I ain't had TV for years, so I just watch a lot of YouTube. And I do enjoy watching people saying positive things about things, but I do find that they skim over some of the things that you sort of want pointed out, especially if you're buying something. You know, like a lot of the time people sort of, because we're all fans of it, they just assume everyone's a fan of it, so they just brush over the ugly because they have, you know? I don't want to brush over the ugly. I want to point it out and say, look, come on, this should be better, because a little bit of pressure always helps.
Yeah, it's good, and like I say, it's being critical of something is part of the review process. It's always, you know, if you love something, then say you love it, and you know, give it the glowing review and everything. But sometimes people think if you're being critical of something, it's because you've got some sort of agenda or you don't like the company or something. That's generally not the case, is it? Generally, you're being critical
No.
because you do love the game and you're passionate about it and you want it to be good. But yeah, GW especially are not. They don't always make the right moves, do they?
I quite often think like GW are like the Imperium themselves. In fact, you know, like, it's kind of a, you know, and I am like a freebooter orc. I am, you know, out there trying to cut it in a world that's governed by them. You know, and I'm just trying to say, you know, I ain't having this and I ain't having that, and just, you know, being a little bit of a loose cannon. But I think GW, I mean, I love them. They birthed the game that has dominated the large part of my life. So I do love them. It's just the same love-hate relationship you maybe have, like Eminem might have for his mum.
Yeah, good analogy. It's a very good analogy. I like that. Yeah, see, I'm looking at the picture of the desk behind you there. The awesome desk, by the way. That we've got to mention this. You guys are only seeing a part of it at the moment, but this is I'm very envious actually, and I know
don't know if I can,
a lot of us are envious of this.
Don't know if I can tilt you a little bit. Hang on, let's just move you.
It's all in true orc fashion, all custom made, handcrafted, with the Dreadwar colours. It's awesome. Yeah, right. It's doubles up as a hobby station, YouTube studio. It's a work of art.
It's everything.
It's brilliant. It's
Thank you very much.
Absolutely astounding. I also see on your desk there currently what you're working on. I see a few bits there. I see a scrap pile there that's being worked on. I can see some Hot Wheels there ready for Gaslands, I can only presume.
They are indeed.
And is that Aironautica aircraft I see there?
It is. I just did the video actually, and I said to people at the end of my video, I was like, I'm going to do a building and painting, building and converting video even. But now it's going to probably be a painting video because I already put the orc planes. I'll go on and I'll show you. I'll spoil it. So I did a little bit of converting on them because this is like what the standard bomber would look like, and I've sort of trimmed the wings on this one to make it a little bit more
nice.
Trim. Changed the turret on the mid bit there for a sort of towel turret with added a gun on it.
Always the sign of a true orc. You will never build the stuff just as it is. We cannot resist tinkering and making something better in true orc fashion. It's got to be done, hasn't it?
Yeah, so just playing around with them, just little tiny things, you know. I don't want to go mad because I want to paint them up real quick because I actually, like I said in my video, I actually want to get playing this. The guys are playing it in the store at the moment, and I keep promising them I'm going to play with them. I keep going and buying products from them, and I never bloody play with them. So I'm going to put these together and go and kick their ass at this. Because I mean, the rules look fairly easy to learn too, so I'm already learning it actually. So
excellent stuff. I see the miniatures look really good actually. They look impressive and a lot more detailed than I realised. Yeah, I watched your review this morning. Guys, while we're on the subject, I will post a link up in, I think it's that corner. I always get it wrong. I'll post a link up in that corner of Drent's review of Aironautica Imperialis because, yeah, it looks interesting actually. There's the game itself looks like it's fairly good value and stuff, but the some of the extras and things, as you point out in your review, are kind of taking the piss a bit in terms of money. I was a bit shocked to see the price of some of the things like the cards and stuff. But yeah, if you want to know more, guys, check out that video. You won't regret it. And when you're there, subscribe as well. But yeah, you were saying...
Yeah, make sure you do.
Yes, hit that subscribe button.
Make sure you bloody do.
Because you are currently... What is your subscriber count currently? You're heading towards 1,000, aren't you? You're pretty damn close now, aren't you?
Not quite. I'm at about 850, I think, nearly.
That's not far, mate. That's not far. That's not far.
Yeah.
If most of the people watching this video now get over and subscribe, if you're not already, then we can get up there. Because also, we might as well plug.
Well, I started back last October, so if I get there if I get there before October, then I've got there within a year. So
you set yourself exactly the same goal. It's exactly the same goal I set myself when I started out. I wanted to, within a year, break the 1,000 subscriber mark. It's exactly the same goal as I had. But yeah, while we're on that subject, when you hit 1,000, you're going to be doing quite a good giveaway on the channel, aren't you?
Yeah, I've got a big giveaway. You can do a link to that one too, if you don't mind, because that giveaway is actually for 3 prizes from 3 different third-party companies, because I like to plug third-party companies because they've got lots of good stuff to offer us Orc players. So I'm giving away the Mad Grax, which is the hardcore minis sculpt. Yeah, it's like Mad Max basically. So that's the third prize. And then we've got a vehicle from Ramshackle Games is the second prize. And then we've got a Stomper from... Oh, yeah. I'll tell you what, but they're not just good for the Orcs. They're also good for the Gaslands, which we'll talk about maybe in a bit. But because we're going to get there anyway, because talking about Poland, I'm going to have to talk about Gaslands. Yeah, got a model from Ramshackle Games there. A vehicle that's very orky, but it's very post-apocalyptic, so you could use it as a non-orc vehicle. If you want to use it maybe for Mechanicus or something like that, you could. But we're all orc players, so we're definitely going to use it as an orky thing.
Oh yeah.
And then there's a yet-to-be-seen Stomper from the Green One that he's been working on, and he promised me that as a first prize. Which is going to be huge. So
you're beautiful.
It's going to be amazing.
I have also seen this work in progress, and
yeah, I've seen a few sneaky peeks. Ones that I'm not allowed to share, but they're really good.
Same. It's special. It's going to be something quite special. It really is. But yeah, Ramshackle Games, man. Oh yeah, awesome third party. And this is a great thing you do on your channel. Another reason to head over to your channel, I think, is where you do your third-party focused playlist, in which you are, talking about each video covering a different company and the different products and alternative bits and sculpts and vehicles and conversion bits and just stuff to add that variety and spice to your Orc army. And maybe it's you just want to get something cheaper than GW, maybe you just want something that's different and out there, so you've got something creative and original to show off. And yeah, and that's great to not only give these lesser known companies the spotlight and introduce people to them, but yeah, just to also introduce the people to these awesome products that are out there. And there's some great stuff out there. I've got
loads more to cover yet too as well. I've touched on a few, but there's still lots to do.
There's a lot of stuff out there when you get digging. There's a lot of stuff.
Yeah, there really is.
I'm still discovering stuff myself all the time.
I didn't even touch the obvious ones, like people thought I'd obviously do Spellcrow and Kromlech to start with, but I thought, well, everybody kind of knows about them. They're worth doing, but I'll do them later. So I started with, a few smaller ones and stuff. And as it goes, I've been digging a lot and I've been being contacted by a lot. And all my money's been going on third-party stuff. I've been buying the odd GW product, but I've been buying so much third-party stuff. And I have been for years as it goes. That's been the way that I've been for 2 or 3, maybe 4 years. Just when I've been stocking up on all my Orc stuff, when towards the end of 7th and as 8th was coming out, when I sort of got back into it, I was just buying third-party stuff mostly, because I thought, well, if I'm going to be building Orcs, I can always get the GW stuff, but I don't know how long any of these third-party stuff is going to be out for. I've been away from the hobby for a little while, so I'm just going to grab it all up while I can, Well,
that's it. A lot of these companies are very small, aren't they? Independent little companies. Sometimes they're like one-man operations. Some of these companies, you don't realise just how small they are. And these companies can come and go, and like you said, their products could be there 1 minute, gone the next, and be quite rare and very hard to get hold of.
Yeah.
But yeah, and it's great.
I've seen it happen.
Yeah. And it's great that, like I say, it's just another reason to check out your channel and watch it, to be introduced to this stuff, to see new stuff, especially if, as some players are, a little bit disillusioned with some of GW's practices of late, especially with the Orc releases and mono builds and stuff. And if you want something bit more creative and a bit more convertible and kit bashable and just something different and something that, you know, there's all sorts out there. There's stuff that harks back to old Rogue Trader days. There's stuff that's just a totally different twist. There's a lot of variety out there, and there's something out there for everyone. So yeah, but speaking, like you said at the beginning,
you'll find a lot of themed stuff as well.
Yes,
like a lot of Soviet themed stuff or German themed stuff, or like there's a lot of
very
World
good
War
for that,
II stuff.
And Kromlech do a lot of themed sort of stuff, Orc greatcoats and stuff. And but I'll take from the channel from it, because as you were saying at the beginning of this video, Waaagh Gaming channel is just one sort of element of what you're doing. I know you're very community driven, and we collaborate together. For those of you who don't know, the awesome 40k Orc community Facebook group is a bit of a collaborative effort between myself, yourself, Skarner, Green Tide 40k. There's a few of us Orc YouTubers that have got together and created this community driven Orc Facebook group. Without any silly rules and stuff. But also, on top of that, you also have your own Facebook group, don't you?
I do. That's my Facebook group is more just a reflection of the channel. It's just a place where I can be uncut and be myself. But as it goes, Facebook doesn't really work like that, does it? So
the Facebook police are always out there, mate.
Yeah. So as it goes, my Dread account, which is the master account of that page, I'm still not able to gain access to because I'm stuck in some terrible loop system with the Facebook help. So I'm dealing with a robot that claims to be a person, and it's just sending me the same message again and again. So I'm having to use my personal account to do all of my channel-related stuff, but it's still not accessing it all properly and all the rest of it. It's a pain in the hole. So I'm really not using Facebook as much as I should be anymore. I'm just hitting the 40k Orc community and the Dread page just to sort of see what people are chatting about, see if I haven't missed anything at the moment. But I'm trying to pull my people over to my forum on my web page, because it's got more longevity. At least I know I'm going to keep things there. And I find with Facebook, I don't know about yourself, but I find if you want to create something like nice, like a decent post about something with some images on it and all the rest, and you don't want it to be lost to the end of the week, it's down the bottom of a page, it's lost sort of thing. On my thing on a forum, I think if you post it there, it's there for eternity, and then you can link to it on Facebook, and you can keep linking to it. You can link to it every bloody week if you want to. Oh, hello, I'm shrinking. Oh, my chair shrunk. There you go. There's an issue. God. Technical error.
It's sitting on the grot there. The grot still back broke. You get a new grot there. Kick him a bit. Facebook.
All the gas has come out of this puffball.
Yeah, Facebook's easy to use, isn't it? It's there at a click of a button. It's on your phone all the time. And I know for us, the 40k community was our response to other Facebook groups that were perhaps a bit restrictive. You can join various groups, and you maybe you've got a channel of your own and you want to share your videos, and they might not allow that. Or maybe you've got your own group and you want to share that, they may not allow that, and they're well within their rights to do that.
Stevo, mate. I mean,
he's going to interject here.
I am particularly one of the people that's been kicked out of a lot of groups, and it's not because I'm really outspoken and loud and rude and abrupt or anything like that. It's actually because a lot of the time I hadn't broken a rule, or I was just defending somebody else that was being picked on in a bad way, and because it happens to be somebody who's running a group, I get kicked out just for arguing with them, or in another instance for posting about my work in groups that I've been a member of for years. And as soon as I post about my stuff, because it's seen as competition to their stuff, they throw me out. But it turns out that it's not even against their actual rules. My own viewers actually dived into one of these situations and said, "Here, look, Dread hasn't broken a rule. Here's like some screenshots of your rules. They're quite simple. Don't buy or sell or trade.
Torches and pitchforks are up. Placards are up. They were.
But I didn't get invited back. So well, I barely get to see anything Orc related now on Facebook, other than in our community.
Well, and that's why we created it.
There we go. Been cut off.
We created it for that very reason. That I think myself, yourself, Skarner, Greentide 40k, and many others besides are coming at this whole YouTube, Facebook website thing from a completely different angle, like, because we could see each other right now as competition. I run an Orc channel, you run an Orc channel, Skarno runs an Orc channel. We could all just see each other as the enemy and competition, but we definitely don't work like that. In fact, we help each other by we benefit each other by working together, and it's by the same extension our group is for that. So if people want to come on our group and just share their creation, their conversion, their paint job, they want to share their army list, they want to share their lore, they want to share a video they've made or a channel they've made, or their own Facebook group, or their own website, whatever it is, as long as it's Orc related, we allow it. And as long as you're not being a dick and being offensive to people, we allow it. And and that's why we collaborate on that together and everything. But you talked about
if you look at the hobby, mate. Sorry.
Go on.
I was going to say, if you look at the hobby, there's two types of people in the hobby though. You've got those people who are in it to play with their friends. They enjoy doing it. They enjoy what they create, but they also enjoy sharing and seeing what other people have created.
Yeah.
Right. So that's people like ourselves. But then you get other people who create something and they think it's the best thing ever, and everyone else should bow to it. Those sorts of people, if they run groups, then at the same time they're expecting everybody to come and bow at the shrine of their group because it's amazing, and for no other reason. It's not because they're promoting anybody else or they care about other people's work. It's because it's their place.
Yeah,
we ain't like that. It's about
power hungry, perhaps.
Look, there's other. Yeah, I'm interested in what other people are doing. I really want to see what other people are doing. It's always going to bring you fresh ideas.
Definitely. It's all about. I regularly find myself. I will type on Google Images. Although I haven't done this recently because I haven't needed to. I've just generally been every day. I'm getting new posts on the 40k community of things.
Yeah.
I love.
It's looking great.
I love seeing other people's conversions, their paint jobs, because I get inspired by that. I see something, I might just rip it off, I might just steal an idea, or I might just go, I like that, I might just put my own twist on that and take elements from that, and you get inspired from this. And I think especially the Orc community, because we're all about kit bashing and converting and mishmashing stuff, and just it's a melting pot of ideas, and it's a great source of inspiration and a place just to share your own stuff and say, look what I've done, and get some feedback on it and stuff. And we coming away from the Facebook thing.
Same applies for YouTube though. You know, the same thing applies in YouTube. It's just definitely. I used to just look at other people's conversions and stuff when I was modelling to, apply it to my own. Now I'm watching other people's videos, not just to learn from them, but to actually learn what it is about their video that's pulling me in. What do I like about what they're doing and stuff like that. And I've noticed a few other channel buddies, borrowing a few things that I've been doing too. It's all good.
We all learn from each other, and we all learn from each other and grow.
Yeah, exactly.
And it's fantastic.
This is my attempt at doing mini wargaming. Like their bunker. It's only just really small.
It's beautiful, mate. It's beautiful. But going away from the whole Facebook thing and the YouTube thing, as you said, these are just part of what you're doing, and the forum, the website. So what, I know you alluded to it a little bit earlier, but what was the whole thinking behind that? I know it's a bit of a throwback to an old forum that you used to enjoy.
Yeah.
What was the sort of thinking?
Well, I used to be a member of the Waaagh forum, and a lot of Orky players, especially people a bit long in the tooth,
of a certain
will remember
age.
the Waaagh forum. Yeah, people of a certain age will remember.
Old runt herds.
Where a lot of it's where a lot of people sort of learn the ropes, and they went from a youth to a boy, and maybe even to a knob, and I feel like I become a knob while I was on the Waaagh, So that's why that was in my second iteration. I know,
but not a bold knob.
And I became one. I became a knob in that past part of my life. That's when I really became a proper knob. But then I think I gave up 40k for a while because I was a knob, and then I came back to it.
You've used the knob word in every context available there in one sentence.
I don't know what you're talking about, mate. So then when I came back, I thought, right, this is it. This time around, I looked around me and I saw, okay, our community's in tatters. Think that it seems the hobby's in tatters. You know, this is just before 8th come about. And I still don't think 8th really corrected things. I know we've got disagreements on these things, but...
one for a future video.
I just felt that it was a shame to me that everybody, including... I mean, Facebook is one of those things. It just exists. Everybody you know is on it. I still am on there because my family are on there, and I live in a different country to all of my family, so I have to be on there. And everyone else is on there, so that you just got to be. But for me, I wanted to make a place that was not Facebook and hark back to the days of the Waaagh forum, and provided that sort of place that was more of a hub for people to be able to really come and search and put their stuff. And there's a brilliant post actually from our channel buddy Mork and Gork. He did a post on there in my mech's garage. I've basically almost borrowed a lot of the names of the threads from the Waaagh because I loved it. I'd even take the memes if I could, the little emojis and stuff like that. They were awesome.
But it's also, you're paying homage to it, aren't you? You're paying homage to it, and sort of.
I'm really trying to. Yeah, I wish it still existed. And
well, mate, I think you're doing amazing work with that, and sort of, you know, it's spiritually kind of regrowing it again. And the site is great, guys. By the way, down in the description for this video, you will find a link to not only Waagh's channel, also his Facebook group, and also the Waaagh.com website, in which has the forum and everything. And there's a lot, like I said, there's articles on there written by various people, interesting articles to read. There's forums where you can get involved in discussions and debates and stuff. There's lots of good stuff, and from here it's only going to get better, isn't it? It's going to continue to grow as more people join, more content's on there, and like you said, it's just a dedicated place for, you want lots of Orc content, you want articles, and I think it's gonna be community driven, and just grow and grow and grow. And it's a really nice site, mate. You've done really good work on it. It looks really slick. The presentation of it is nice. It's easy to navigate, and it's just a cool site. It really is. It's very cool. You've done a bang up job.
I had a lot of help. I'm really not very good with computers myself, so I had a lot of help. But
well, neither of us are.
Yeah, the vision, the vision was mostly mine.
You're an ideas man. You're an ideas, like what's his face from Apple. You're an ideas man. You get them up with the ideas, get the technical, get the mechs to build it for you. You're the war boss saying, I want Stomper, build me a Stomper.
Like I say, this is my third time in the hobby. This time around, I had to become a war boss. That's it. I've got to do things my way. Well, not a war boss, maybe a freebooter captain, but things have got to be done my way this time. I'm building my own Waaagh, my own crusade to fight the Death Star, as it were, a little bit.
Fight the GW Imperium, is it?
That's not what I said.
And the Facebook Inquisition.
Yeah.
There you go. I feel like there's a new article coming up out of this.
Yeah.
But on to
as it goes, I'm
on to something. I've got to talk to you, right, back to the channel now, and back to, because you're a busy guy, man. Like, not only so you're running the channel, you're making the channel and doing all the content for that, doing the hobby itself, which takes a lot of time. You're running the Facebook group, and you're now running the website and the forum. So you got three things there that you're looking after and maintaining and running. And I can vouch for it myself. It takes a lot of work and time and effort. But also, you've had some exciting adventures, because you've been to Poland recently, haven't you? You've just got back, And that wasn't just a
indeed.
little holiday to see the sights, was it? It was kind of like a business trip. So tell us a little bit about what you've been up to in Poland and what the guys can expect upcoming on the channel. I know you don't want to give too many spoilers away, but yeah.
Well, no. Well, I actually went to Poland with the objective of meeting with a few third-party companies, because as some of your viewers may know, there's a good few of them concentrated in Poland. So I've got speaking to 2 at least, and I think when I go back, I'll be able to speak to a few more. So I do plan to go back. But I spoke to Puppets War, who I've already done a third-party episode on, where I'm focusing on just their products that they do for Orcs. So that's another video that people can check out.
Very cool products they do. I've just actually bought some bits from Puppets War from your recommendation, and I can attest to the quality of them. Very good stuff. So
yeah, they've just upgraded. Actually, when I was speaking to them, they was showing me how they're upgrading a lot of their kits. So a lot of their Orc kits are now being upgraded. So they've got slight tweaks on them, and they've got places to put magnets, because they're intending to make all of their stuff fully magnetic, so that eventually they're going to get to a stage where the whole line is, you know, magnetic and ready to go. And the things are going, bigger kits as well will come with the magnets. Yeah,
that's such a clever
they're thinking
idea.
ahead.
That is brilliant.
So I had a little tour of their place. I couldn't film too much; it's quite sensitive, you know. But we had an interview, so I've got a bunch of questions answered and a few new things to share with people about them. But I also had an interview with Mad Cars, who are a company that make third-party stuff for Gaslands.
Cool.
And I just recently shared, just before I went to Poland, that Mad Cars would be doing Orcs for Gaslands. So they're shrinking, miniaturizing Orcs and doing it for Gaslands.
Very nice.
Yeah. So this went very well, actually. So I got a good interview with them as well. I got a bunch of products to look at, which I'm going to be sharing with you guys on my channel. And I also spoke to both companies about some ideas I have, community-driven ideas. As you say, like, I'm trying to pull people together. I'm trying to unite tribes and call a crusade or a war.
Excellent. So you're being, obviously, I can sense from the way you're talking about, you're being quite cagey, because obviously there's some things you want to save for your videos. You don't want to give everything away.
Yeah.
Here.
Well, there's some things I want to save for my videos, and some things that are actually...
You're sworn to secrecy.
I'm sworn to secrecy on some things, and some things are plans that we have in motion that are sensitive. So
you're being
there's
secretive.
Lots coming.
So you sure you haven't got a bit of blood axe in you? You're being very secretive and stealthy about all this, aren't you? Coming up with doing very human type things.
I'm banging a
oomy ideas of plans and secrecy.
I'm banging the drum, mate. That's what I'm doing. I'm banging the drum, and I'm calling all the tribes together so we can unite the boys and take down that Death Star.
Well, mate, I'm intrigued.
Or at least put a dent in it that says "Waaagh."
Mate, I'm very intrigued. I'm looking forward to ever since you first said to me that you're off to Poland and you've contacted these various companies to look backstage, as it were, and get interviews and maybe get some exclusive information on upcoming releases and share some of your. It sounds really exciting, buddy, and I've been dying. I really wanted to get you on the channel very quickly after you got back, just to find out about this stuff. And like I say, obviously you don't want to give too much away because it'll be coming up on your channel. But it gives you yet another reason to subscribe to see this stuff, because we've obviously got Orktober coming up, and a lot of these companies, we've already seen Kromlech have got a lot of stuff sneak peeked and things that are coming up. I covered it myself recently on my channel. So regardless of what GW do, there's a lot of exciting stuff
they're all
coming.
Doing something. As it goes, almost all the third parties that I speak to, because I'm quite regularly in communication with a lot of the third party companies. That seems to be my dig now. I'm the third party guy, so I'm communicating with these guys, and they're all doing something for Orktober. I don't think any of them aren't, because they're all, you know, realise how let down we were last year, and they're like, look, lads, you ain't getting this treatment this year. We've got your back, and they're all doing it. So I think, in a sense, that's a really nice united front, you know. And I'm trying to use that energy that they've sort of pulled together there to sort of say, look, come on, let's do more stuff together. Let's actually work as a whole, as you say, us guys are doing with our 40k Orc community Facebook group. Between us YouTubers, I'm trying to do the same thing between the third parties and the YouTubers and everybody, is get us all sort of pulled together so we become a stronger force, so we can actually have some clout and get things done our way a little bit more.
Definitely. I mean, the bigger audience we've got, and the bigger, you know, the more the community comes together, and you know, and GW will have no choice but to listen, you know, and GW watch what the competition do. You know, they might. Some people think of GW as a big company that starts stamping on the little guy, and to an extent that definitely is true in some cases. But they're going to be taking notice, and they're going to see something. If things are hugely popular, we're kind of, you know, it's their failings that are causing the success of a lot of this stuff. So let's hope they take note and see what we want and everything. Like you say, YouTubers coming together and people speak in outspoken, in a constructive, calm and respectful manner. They're going to listen. They're going to take this stuff on board and everything. But mate, I'm excited. I can't wait to see what the videos are, and I want to see. And what was regardless of like I'm sure you were there for business, obviously, for the channel and everything. But aside from that, what was it like in Poland as a vacation? You know, were the people friendly? What was the sightseeing like? Was it?
People there were really friendly, actually, and the main impression I got was, wow, it's really clean for a start. It's very clean, very modern. Most of the ex-Soviet buildings have been pulled down and replaced with modern ones. But then the modern build style is in the countryside, kind of Swiss chalet style. But in the cities, they've replaced things the way they used to look before the war. So where Warsaw was leveled, completely leveled, it was destroyed. They've rebuilt the old town exactly the way it was, and they've painted all of the artwork on the front of the buildings the way it was from paintings and photographs. They actually did that painstakingly. They only finished it in the 80s. Yeah,
that's incredible.
It's always, a long time.
I think it's always fascinating when you go on holiday somewhere or travel somewhere and you visit somewhere that's got this history to it and this stuff, and you can see it in the architecture and the buildings, and it's really, really interesting. Listen to us being all cultured.
As somebody that I love history. I really do love history, and Poland is, for me, it made me envious a little bit. I mean, their kind of patriotism isn't what people think. I mean, like the BBC kind of give a kind of feel that they're kind of a little bit racist, maybe, but they're not really. They're nationalist in a good way, in the sense that in a sense that they've had their country just wiped off the map twice already, and yet these are the people that fought off Islam and saved Europe back in the day. They won the Battle of Vienna, and the Germans repaid them by invading their country twice. You know? And the Soviets, you know,
they've
sat
been through
on
some
top
tough times historically. That's for damn sure.
They've had some really hard times, and they've got some good reasons to be proud of their country, because it's beautiful, absolutely beautiful.
Good stuff.
And the food's good too. Food's really nice.
And I expect we'll be seeing some of these sites and things on some of your upcoming videos. Will we seeing some of your?
Yeah, and a little special little lady called Mila, who was actually my little niece, I should say, because I'm an honorary uncle, I suppose, who's starting her own YouTube channel, actually. She hasn't done any YouTube videos yet, but she's got a camera and she's got all her set up and everything like that. And she let me borrow her camera, actually, for one of my interviews.
Oh, mate, that's too cute. That's too cute. That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Start them young. Start the snotlings young.
Yeah.
Well, mate, listen, it's been an absolute pleasure having you on the channel. It's great, and I'd like to say, guys, if you want to, let me get myself on full screen here. So listen, guys, if you want to check out all the awesome stuff you've heard about today, then you need to get your asses over to Waaagh Gaming. Hit that subscribe button. Check out all his content because there's some awesome stuff there. If you're enjoying my content and you want more, and you know, a different twist on it and different kind of stuff, there's lots of good stuff. Trust me. I'm a big fan.
There's no stepping on toes.
No, hell no, there's no stepping on toes. We share. You know, as far as I'm concerned, everyone who's subscribed to me should also be subscribed to Waaagh Gaming. Get yourselves over there.
Same way.
Check out the forum. Check out the Facebook group. Check out the videos. You won't be disappointed. And mate, we all look forward to what happens with these Poland videos. And I want to see these third party. If you've got some exclusive news and stuff, I look forward to seeing it because I'm starting to...
I've even got some exclusive discounts, mate, as well.
Ooh.
Discounts,
yeah. Discounts. Money saved. We like to save a few teeth. But yeah, it's... I'm starting to feel the sort of hype building up for Orktober and stuff. Whether GW do anything or not, it sounds like we've got some really good stuff on our way, and that's always good. But yeah, Waaagh, thank you very much, mate. Thanks for appearing. It's been a pleasure having you. And yeah, this is nothing left to say, but this is 6 Stevo signing out.